Fertilization is the epic story of a single sperm facing incredible odds to fertilize the ovum and form a new human life. It is the story of all of us. During sexual intercourse, about 300 million sperms enter the vagina. Soon afterwards, millions of them flow out of the vagina, who die in its acidic environment. However, many of them survive because of the protective environment provided in the seminal fluid surrounding them. The sperms must pass through the cervix, that is, the opening of the uterus. So, once the sperms enter through the cervix, they enter inside the uterus. And inside the uterus, we have the uterine wall contractions which lead them to the head of the uterus. The sperms head for the empty fallopian tube. So half of them head for the empty fallopian tubes and the other half travel towards the one which contains the ovum. Now, only a few thousands of them remain. Inside the fallopian tubes, tiny cilia push the ovum towards the uterus. To continue, the sperm must surge through this motion to reach the ovum. Once the sperm reaches towards the ovum, we find that hardly a few dozen of the original 300 million reach to the ovum. The ovum is covered with protective layers. The sperms must pass through these layers to reach the ovum. On reaching the inner layer of the ovum, the sperms attach to the specialized sperm receptors, which trigger their acrosomes to release the digestive enzyme, that is hyaluronidase, thus enabling the sperm to enter or penetrate the ovum. Inside the ovum, there is a narrow fluid-filled space. The first sperm to make a contact with the ovum will fertilize the ovum. Within a few minutes, their outer membranes fuse and the ovum pulls the sperms inside. This action causes the changes in the ovum membrane that prevents other sperms to attach to their membrane. Next, the egg releases certain chemicals which push the other sperms outside the ovum and making the outer membrane impermeable. Meanwhile, what do we see is that inside the ovum, the nucleus of the ovum and the sperm will be fusing, and as we know that these nuclei of the sperm and the ovum, they contain 23 chromosomes each. So they fuse with each other to give rise to a unique genetic code, instantly determining the gender of the baby, the hair color, the eye color, and many such hundreds of characteristics, thus completing the journey of a sperm to reach the ovum and thus ending up with fertilization. Thank you.